Hey everyone, we're going to go ahead and kick off episode 3 of the Dyson Sphere Program. I did a lot of background work. You're going to come in and it's going to look totally different than episode 2. But I did that just so we can kind of get things going. What we plan on doing today is actually getting the Dyson Sphere Program fully automated so it can start just kind of working on its own and doing all the things we want it to do. So, I may be having an issue here. Give me 1 second. Well, apparently we aren't having an issue. YouTube's just being weird and telling me that I had 0 bitrate for my audio, so I had to make sure audio was actually going through. Looks like we're good though, so we're going to go ahead and kick off the stream here. So let's go ahead and hit continue and go right on in. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick little overview here. You're going to see there's a lot of buildings going on, a lot of different stuff. This is totally different than when we last played. What I did is I went out into the universe and I did some exploring. Let's go and zoom out here. You can see I've been to a bunch of the other systems here to kind of gather some of the rare resources. The optical grading crystals, fractal silicon, kimberlite ore, fire ice, and just kind of everything around here. The one thing I have not found yet, let's see what it's called. I forget the name of it. So, the one thing we have not found is the item that allows us to craft things easier. Where is that at? It's like the magnetic iron or something like that. That comes like pre-made. The easiest way I know to find it is go to one of these towers that isn't fully in use. And, maybe? Yeah, everything's in full use. So, essentially, it's just an extra item out there. There's a rare resource. I haven't found it yet. We do need that in order to make... Oh, I know how to find it. In order to make this. So we need the unipolar magnet. That stuff. I have not found any of those veins in the current area. Oops. Gotta close out those windows. So far, I have essentially explored this area here. I think I went out to Lava already? Maybe not. But I kind of went through this little area here, this little cluster here, and just tried to find what I could for rare resources, because that allows us to do stuff like... where is it at? Make these crystals. And we're using the optic grading crystal to make these. So it kind of helps the progress. We don't have to go through as many steps in order to make stuff. I got the oceans of sulfuric acid coming in, so I don't have to process all the sulfuric acid. So overall, we're just kind of able to do our thing here. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of kick it off with getting this going. So what we need is to make a bunch of the vertical launching silos. And I don't believe I have these being crafted yet. So I'm going to go ahead and get another tower going where I can craft all of these items. And we do have one of those there. Let's find ourselves some free space. And I also made a lot more building area over here. You'll see that this is much more open, lots more building space. I cleared out the copper and iron veins best I could. I was working on the coal, but without anywhere to actually use them, they're kind of just sitting there. And if you go over here, you'll see I put tons and tons of copper into the storage here. And this one's actually empty. So let's return some of these items to myself. we go. And these up here are also empty. There you go. So basically I stored a whole bunch of copper here, and that copper is now going into this guy here to go ahead and transport anytime I need it. So that's going to help fuel that. And what I should probably do, just make sure I have extra flow rate in there. Let's go ahead and just do this. Another line going in. We'll get some more of these going out here. And that will allow us to make sure there's a constant flow of materials going inside of the delivery system here. We're going to go ahead and move on over here, and we're going to get our main, stuff set up over here. First, we'll go ahead and start with interstellar logistics. So this, in order to make a whole bunch of these guys, that's what we're going to go ahead and set up here. So we're going to need to automate this with the carbon nanotubes, the titanium alloy, and the high purity silicon. So I'm going to go ahead and get all that set up here now. Where are we at with everything? There we go. And then this is going to then kick out these guys. So local supply, remote supply, local demand, remote demand. So we just want this to come in from anywhere it can come in from. And what I've also been doing is making tons and tons of the logistic drones and everything else. Just going to fill everything up. Alright, and let's go ahead and start getting this out going this way. And you see they're going to start... Okay, look at that. That's why I like having all these towers. You see so much more action going on. This just looks incredible. I love it. So that's why I'm not doing a lot of automation with the conveyor belts, because you'll see there's tons of the towers over here. And once everything gets flowing, you're just going to see tons and tons of drones everywhere. And it's going to make this whole city look a lot busier. If you don't have a high-performing system, I don't recommend doing that. You gotta make sure you have the chips for it and the card for it. Otherwise, you're gonna fry your system a little there. Okay, so let's get the silicon coming out there. Let's get the tubes going out there, and let's get the seal going out there. All right. So I probably should go ahead and automate this too to start putting it into here for delivery. So let's just get the raw stone. Oop. And reset. Raw stone. Local supply, remote supply. And we're going to go ahead and try to get these guys to drain out here too, just so we have more build space. That. See if I can try do this in a way that... There. I want to keep as much room as I can to actually get the building stuff over here. This right here. And then before I get too busy, I'm going to go ahead and set up a bunch, or get a bunch of materials ready to go here. You see, I got a whole bunch of conveyor belts. Got some of those. Got a bunch of stackers. Let's grab those. Any machines in there I need? None at the moment. We're good with that. Probably going to have to craft a lot more of the assembly machines at some point here, though. Let's go ahead and kick these lines out. And kind of what I've been doing with all my prep work is I have a whole bunch of machines set up to craft all the items. And then once the items are full, it stops crafting. So it doesn't matter if I have, 30 machines. If half of them aren't doing anything, they just kind of sit there. But it means anytime I need an item, I have it ready to go. And it's not like I'm creating too many items, because eventually I'll need it anyway. So, let's get the machines out here. And eventually we have to upgrade to the Merc 3s as well. Put that right there. And what we're going to do here, in, and it's going to create kind of a step there. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side, like that. So it'll go in, in, in. And then that will allow us to go and make an entire line of these guys going all the way down. So let's set them up to craft that. Set it up to craft that. And make a whole line going down that way. Copy that, whole line going down that way. There we go. So that's going to craft a whole bunch of these up for us. And make sure I got all the, yep, all the drones are in there. Go ahead and put down the power lines. Nope, all the drones are busy. Alright. That guy right there. So we're going to go ahead and skip 2 machines, drop 1 down. Skip 2 machines, drop 1 down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side as well. 1 right there. Skip 2 machines, drop 1 down. And it does create some overlap there, but that's fine. It just makes sure that everything is running smoothly. And let's grab another one. Put that right here. Now what we're going to have to do is get some power line from the other side. We're not really using this at the moment, but I don't want to grab power from there in case I tear all this down and take that out as well. So I'm going to go over here and just grab a direct line on down. And this is my little charging station. I walk over here if I'm low on power. All 9 of these kick in, they charge me up fast, and I can keep going. Other thing you're going to notice is once all the machines kick off, I am not going to have enough power. So it's going to like slowly build that power over time as I'm crafting all the items I need for the Dyson Sphere. So let's go ahead and bring this out this way. And set this guy right here. Oh, the one thing I did forget to do, and I just kind of worked it a little. Let's replace that. Go in right there. We need to get a line going down either side so it can feed back into here. Right. Oh, and that was a mistake there, so let's go ahead and do that. Do that. That in that way, and then put that in like that. There we go. Now we've got to put all the exits on there. And the easy way to do this, once you already have everything down as well, is you can just do this, shift-click, and copy the recipe down. It adds in the sorter for you and all that, without actually replacing everything. That's a little helpful tip. And we're going to do the same thing here as well. Shift-click, and drag on down. And they did introduce blueprints as well. And I think if you do Control-C and drag... Nope. Yep, okay, I don't know how they implemented the blueprint button, but I know you can do blueprints now. So let's be able to copy an area. That was the update that just came out today. I am not sure how to do it, though. Which is fine, so we're not really going to be doing a lot of duplication at the moment. And I always look at the last minute, just kind of see where I'm at as far as production. You can see I'm pulling out about, 448, 449. Scroll on down here. You can see that we're producing 540, using 540. Good there. This being brought in from other areas, We're not going through too much at the moment. Looks like we're crafting up some of these guys here for that steel. For the titanium alloy. And let's scroll down here and see how many of these we are crafting a minute. Where is it at? There we go. So we're making 230 a minute, which isn't bad. I might want to update it a little more. It'll be easier to update it more once I can get the Mark III machine, so I'm not going to push it too hard right now. I'm going to go ahead and just move on to the next section here. Right. So, the next section, to build our vertical launching silo. We have the seal being made. We have the blue chips being made, the quantum chips. I call them blue chips. We have the frame material being made. Now we got to go ahead and get our graviton lens being crafted up again, which is going to take the diamond and the strange matter. The strange matter is going to take the particle containers. We have a bunch of those being crafted already. We have the iron ingots, and we need deuterium. And these are crafted inside of the particle colliders. So we're going to go grab our particle colliders. I don't think I have them in my inventory. And we're going to get that going. It's right over here. They should be right in here. We're probably going to want to craft up more of those as well. So let's see what we need to craft those guys up. And we need a fair amount of items. I don't think I have any super magnetic rings being crafted right now. I may have used them all as well, which is a bummer. So we'll go ahead and put all 9 of these down and then see what we need from there. Let's see. So if we are crafting these guys, they need this deuterium fuel rod. There's the fuel components. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just get this going right now. And let's set up. Let's see what we need for that. Items. So we're going to go and set up another planetary logistics system. And apparently that's too close. So we're going to go ahead and remove that. Oh, that's probably going to copy over the items in there too. I don't want to do that. So how close can we get it? Right there. Let's put one of these right there now. Let's go to Stream Deck, which is pretty awesome, and it's helping me out and like kind of control things too. I got the new Elgato Mark II, and it sounds like the music cut out. So let me check, see what's going on with the music here. Why is it not auto playing? Should autoplay. If not, I will come back in and check every few seconds, which is lame. Okay. Now, that song was like a 20-minute song, so it lasted a little while. Let's see, we need these guys, we need... I think we need the blue chips. Let me double check. Nope, we needed... Okay, I'm totally off of what I'm making there. Okay, so we need the particle containers, we need iron ingots, and we need deuterium. So, reset. And deuterium. Local demand, local demand, local demand. And this is where we're about to start losing a lot of power. Yep, we can see we're starting to lose a lot of satisfaction because now a lot of stuff's going to kick up over here, getting crafted again. So once again, we'll go ahead and get the lines coming out of here. And that'll be those, and those. Okay. Go ahead and get that out here, that out to here, that out to here. And the good thing about what I was doing earlier, off stream, getting everything set up, is I have thousands of those ready to go as well, which is really nice. Let's check that. Where are my drones? There's those. There's those. And we need to make sure we have minimum load of the drones set up to max here as well, just so we're not using extra power. But I mean, look how lively everything is now with all these drones going over. It's amazing. I love it. Okay. So let's go and grab the particle colliders here. Alright. 2 right there. You're going to craft us strange matter. And we're going to go in. Get another one on the other side here. Where are we at? Yep. And that going this way. We want to offset it one space there, like that. Oops. In. Right, nope. Go ahead and set that now. So those will start crafting up here shortly. And now what we're also going to have to do is this. Oh, that's going to make that a little wonky there, I think. It's fine. And that's going to go right back into there. I'm going to do this on this side as well. And this is the one part where it's kind of a pain that we can't quite automate that yet. And the blueprint system would actually come in handy if I knew how to use it correctly. So, take that out here, take that out here. Because now, when I craft up a bunch of these guys, it's going to want to put one of the sorters on the opposite side. So, put that right there. It's still crafted in, I just got to place one down on the opposite side here now. Like that. Grab another one of these. That right up against there. There. And see, what I would do then is just like copy that area, but I don't know why it's not letting me do it. They were saying it's supposed to be Control-C, but it's not actually letting me do anything. So I'll have to look at that later. For right now, it's fine. We're not really going to have to worry too much, so I'll just copy this one over here. Like that. Oops. That over this way again like that. On over there. Got this guy right there. And this is kind of just like the chill, calming part where you just kind of place everything. And yep, the music is not auto-playing and I am unsure why. Okay, apparently I have to leave it open and then it auto-plays. Okay, good thing I have my chat open on the other screen, so we should be fine. Oh, do that again. There we go. Have that guy there. And why is it not working correctly? There we go. Okay, grab that guy right there. There. How many we got so far? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means we only have room for one more at the moment. That guy. And right there. Alright, we will have to craft up more of these at some point, but for now we are good. Oops. That's weird. Oh, because I didn't put it in far enough, that's why. Break that, don't break that. Give me another one of these guys. There we go. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. There we go, and there we go. Okay. Perfect. So we'll have 9 of these, crafting those up once I get all the power in place. Well, you can see everything's yellow now, so we definitely are not providing enough power for everything. We cannot squeeze it between, but we can put it there. So let's put one there, put one there, put one there, and then we need to make that, make that. Probably a little overkill, but it's still fine. So let's see, what are we doing power-wise now? We are somewhere around high 50s, low 60s, I think, because that is just bouncing around way too fast for me to read it. And what's wrong with you? You're not getting any deuterium? Oh, because I placed that one wrong. Like that. Grab that. There we go. Now, I have some of those on me, I have some of those on me. No deuterium, that's fine. Okay. And let's see how many of those we are crafting in a minute now. See, that definitely dropped because of power now. Where are we at? Strange matter is in here somewhere. In here somewhere. Yeah, so right now we're making about 38, 39 a minute. Once we get the power flowing again, that'll jump up a little bit. You can see that's definitely not at full power at all. So, we got those being crafted, and... oh, here we go. Strange matter, there we go. And that's going to supply those out. Alright, so now that we're getting those crafted up, we can actually make the vertical launching silos. Oh, no, we can't, because now we have to do that. Okay. So actually what I can do... Nope, I'm going to go ahead and keep running them in here, because we might need those for other projects as well. I'm going to go find a place to set down that. I'm going to go a little ways over here and set one down over here, so we have room to expand that out if we want to. And that's going to need the diamonds. And the strange matter, which is right there. Right, and that's going to go ahead and craft up all of these guys for us. Let's go ahead and toss in a bunch of our drones there. Minimum load is going to max up. We're going to demand, and that's going to be supply. Okay, oops. So you can see over here I have tons of diamond. Like, that's being made by the kimberlite ore. So I'm not having to use any of the coal to make those whatsoever. Eventually we'll run out of the kimberlite ore, but for now we have tons and tons of diamonds. We're set. I mean, look at how lively all this is getting. It's cool. Alright. So, now we need to make all these guys, and they should just be in the normal normal crafting machines. Right, and diamond out. Change matter out. Gonna run this down this way, like that. This down this way, like that, and this is probably overkill again. But we do also use those with the, what do you call them? With the ray receivers to boost the amount of power they gain from solar power. Oh, let's place one of these guys down here. And the cool thing, since there's only 2 items in and out, is we don't have to do the line back in going around the back. We can just do it straight up right here. So, we're going to go out, in. And that's going to give us graviton lens. And make a bunch of those going on down, like that. On the flip side, we'll get these going here. So when you shift click to craft more, unless you close the crafting interface, and the way you can tell when that crafting interface is closed, that green line, you right click, it vanishes, it resets whatever you had copied into your crafting. And that's the only way you can change that up as well, so just be aware of that. So, out, in. Now we can just do a quick copy of the recipe, and, oops, and we can copy that on over this way. And there we go. Now we just gotta run power over here, like that. We're going to do the skip 2 method again, like that. Finish power there, skip 2, power, skip 2, power, and we can't really skip 2, so I'll just set it right there. Okay. So that's going to get those crafting for us. And as you can see, we're going to be very short on all of the strange matter, because that's still barely being crafted. And we're lower and lower on power. We need roughly 250, 260 megawatts. We only have 153, so we are very low. But that means we can start crafting up these guys now. So we're going to go ahead and take these. Just get those started. Let's go over here. We're going to grab some of these guys. Not a whole lot, just some. Oh, that's more than I thought. Okay. Let's put them all back in there and just get a much smaller number. Alright. Then we also need the blue chips. We have some steel on us, we're good there. And all my chips are over here somewhere. Let's see. That's not it. There we go. So this is making all the chips over here. So let's go ahead and grab a small amount of those. And now let's craft... Oh, that only gives us 3 of those. What are we short on? We're short on the graviton lens. Right. Now I'll show you where we have all of our solar cell launching facility, whatever, here in a moment, because it's kind of cool actually. And more of these. I think I still have a bunch of them in storage over here. So let's just craft one more of those. I'd like to get roughly 20 of these up and running just because it takes forever to go through the process. And oh, I've got 3 in there. That's it. Okay. Get rid of that. And I should have put those into machine crafting all those earlier, but I did not. I don't remember where that one is now. That's fine. So, looks like we can have a pretty good start here now. Now what we have to start doing is crafting the solar cells. Oh, we're short on those. Alright, let's grab some of these guys out of here. And let's grab a few of these out of here as well. It's more than I need, that's fine. And we can make 5. There we go. So there's 5 crafting, we have 6 already, that gives us 11. We'll go for 4 more of them, and that'll give us 15 total. Over here, grab those. And if each one takes 20 and we need 4 more, that means we're going to need 80 total. As we'll see that production has slowed down because we are very much short on everything. Especially power. The next one we'll set up is going to be all of the solar panels. That's what we're going to need to get crafting mostly right now. Get everything else kicking off, get some power coming in, to then go through the next phase of everything. And you can see right now I'm not even working on any kind of technologies. I'm just trying to get the power up and running so I can start getting those running smoothly. Alright. Go ahead and craft up some more of those. Oh, short on that. So we're gonna need 3 more. So that steel goes really steel. The titanium alloy goes really fast. Got those. Fine. Oh. Grab some of these guys here. Like that. Got one of those. Oh yeah, we need 80 titanium alloy per. So that is quite a few actually. Alright. So that's going to give us 13, so we need to make 2 more to get to 15. And there we go, we're good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and drop these guys back in here then. And over here, we'll go and put all of our items back in there that we are not using, just to conserve... Oh, it's full. We can't. Just conserve storage space. Let's grab these guys, put that right there. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do is find somewhere to launch these from. I'll go ahead and show off where we have the solar cell facility. And this is what we have going on here. Oops, as I fly over, way too far. Now, obviously, these don't have any items yet, but we have, I believe it's 60 of these here. Kind of do a little bit of a zoom out, zoom in a little. You can see we have all those set up, so once we start getting all the solar cells in, they're really going to start just launching them all off, and it's going to be filling up the sky. We'll need thousands upon thousands of everything in order to get that going. So, I was thinking, we're not really going to be able to do it here just because we have a bunch of other stuff in the way. So this could just can be the facility for launching those here. But if we... let's see. We need to find ourselves another area to do all that in. We did set ourselves up with a nice clear build area over here. So let's see what it looks like if I drop all of these over here. That way. Let's go ahead and 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're basically going to get 3 rows of these guys.
You have built a vertical launching silo.
That's
now
so weird.
you can use it to construct the main structure of the Dyson Sphere. But before that, you need to enter the Dyson Sphere panel to finish planning the Dyson Sphere nodes and frames. After the plan is completed, the vertical launching silo will automatically launch small carrier rockets loaded with Dyson Sphere components to build the nodes and frames. Each rocket provides 1 structure point, and you can use the vertical launching silo panel to master the required structure points.
So we don't really need to do that, because it looks like that's going to take these sorters, go right in there, which is fine. And I wonder if that... what's it saying? Too far. Oh, well that's going to work anyway then. That's fine. Alright, so we'll get those going right there. Let's grab another one of these right here. Which means we'll need to... right, about right here is where we're going to need... that's the right one. Right here in a second. Oh, too close. Okay. Let's go ahead and clear that out. Let's get the initial build point taken care of there. So we can go right here, which puts this right here, on down this way, like that. That right there. Copy this on over. Something's different because it's not lining up the way it was with the other one. Line from the object. Let's see here. Alright, so I guess there's slightly different spacing here. So let's go ahead and take this guy, break that down. And we'll go as far over this way as we can with that. Which can be right there, so we need to extend that out just a little bit there. That. Actually, what we can do, let's get rid of that altogether. And let's see, like that. Let's see if we can do it this way. Yeah, see the spacing is slightly different there. Okay. That's odd. I don't know why it does that, but that's fine. So we're going to offset that just a little bit. And that allows us to almost go all the way down. Why are you such a pain? Offset it more. There! That worked. We just have to update where our line is going now. Which isn't too difficult, we'll just do that. We'll have that going in from, say, here. Then we'll go ahead and get another one of these guys, turn it around this way, see how close we can get it, which is actually pretty close, that's odd. And put it right there. We'll wrap this around going this way, like that. And back down and around this way, like that. connect in there. Yep, there we go, and there we go. Oops. There we go. So we have 15 of them set up over here. A little bit of an odd way to do it, I guess, just because it's looping back to the back side first. And let's see how these guys work, getting those in there. So we can get 4 powered at a time, it looks like. Maybe not. Let's try that again. Okay, so we cannot do all 4 at once, so I'm just going to go ahead and make it just look a little more uniform and have one of these go down each way here, like that. And it's getting powered. We don't even have the stuff created in order to do this yet, but that's fine. There. And right there. Okay, there we go. It looks uniform. Oh, we're not powering up any of the... Let's remove those real quick. Go, get those powered, that powered. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now all those will be powered. They're just waiting on items now. And we're still using up a lot of our power, so we need to get the solar cells crafted up here pretty quick. So let's go and see what we need for the solar cells. That's what's going to go ahead and kick our power into gear again. So we need the photon combiners, and we need a bunch of the graphene, which is going to be very simple. And we're going to get ourselves a massive build area for these guys going. So let's see, where do we want to start this off? We're going to go ahead and put it right over here. These are kind of in the way now, so let's see if we can kind of get rid of some of these here. Nope, apparently we can't take all those yet. Put those over here. See, we don't need these guys right now. Put those alone. Everything we can out of there. I toss them all in there. Don't need those either. Okay. Oops. There we go. Let's give it a little more space now. And now we have all these titanium crystals, which, yeah, we'll be needing those eventually, but we do not need them right now. So let's see if we can stack them over here out of the way. That. That. And like that. And now it looks like we can go and get rid of most of these here. Okay. It's a lot of old conveyor belts that we're not using. Eventually we'll convert those all to the Mark IIIs. Eventually. Alright, and take that out of there. You know, we'll just get rid of this by tossing it into our machine. Grab all these. Let's see, we'll go toss those in there now. Go. Okay, there we go. So we can kind of keep the straight line going down this way. That's what I wanted to do. Where is our... There we go. And we're going down this line here, roughly. So let's go right here. That. And to make the solar panels, we need graphene, and we need... What's that stuff called? That's called photon combiners. Okay. Well, let's grab photons. There, we set. Photon combiners. And that, we're going to go ahead and demand. Make sure we have mineral load set to max. Set all those in there. And now this is going to be a big crafting point here. Because we need to make a ton of these. Alright. And we're basically going to see what the max line is. How much we can get per line and kind of run with it that way. And yep. Right there. And send this one going back on in now. Set that to craft panels. Go out, in. Then copy and paste that on down over here. Okay, we're gonna have to wait till it's finished crafting all those up. Eventually there. Yep. Just gonna get another one. See, you gotta clear that in order to get rid of the piece you copied. Right. Now, out, in, copy, paste, full machine paste, or copy, and paste. There we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 28 of these guys, basically. Now we got to power those up. And did I actually run out? I did. Okay, let's see if I have any more of these guys in here, because I don't think I do. We actually have to craft up a bunch of those. A bunch of the power lines. Okay. So we need the magnetic coils and regular iron plates. Simple enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 in each line. Do that over here as well. And we're just going to craft up a ton of these. It says I can make 600, but I don't think I can quite make 600. We'll just go for like... No. I mean, we may as well. We're going to be using these on other planets as well. There's going to be a big need for this. So let's go and craft them all up. Yep. Alright. One here. Skip to place. Skip to place. Skip to place. Skip to place. What I really wish is these long-range ones would power everything within their space, not just that little tiny itty-bitty area around them. Okay. Skip to place. Skip to place. Skip to place. Skip to place. There we go. Now that should be kicking out a whole bunch of those. So they say they make... Oh, we're low on power, that's why nothing's happening. Make sure... Drones are limited. Oh, that's why nothing's happening. So we're going to supply those on out. We're going to fly up north and watch these start getting launched into space. Eventually here. Hey, we have 350 coming. Oh, 350. Nice. So we're going to watch this as it does its magic. Alright, there's the first one coming in. Let's go ahead and just zoom out a little bit there. And there they go. They're powering up the first 4. So they may not have the ability to fire yet. pitch limit is why. Okay. I did it at one of the poles just so it would have hopefully a better pitch limit on it. And now we just kind of see it like going on, down, 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 all the way down the curve. Nice little spiral. I think that just looks cool. I mean, what would be cool at one point is make an entire planet full of this. And just watch it like fill up the night sky in like a minute. And so none of them can launch yet. Which, surprising. Sun is over there. They should be within their pitch limit. Alright, we're just going to keep watching until they start firing. But it's cool, like, you see the whole spiral just kind of going down the line. Around down the line again, fills in down here. It's cool looking. Eventually, you're going to start firing. Eventually. Alright. You see we have crude oil over here too. I wasn't too worried about that at the moment. Eventually we'll, extract that maybe? Maybe? But for now, we don't need to. So far, it's gone all the way out to here. So far. We'll see how far this one goes now. Okay, there we go, there we go. And there. Eventually that whole line is going to be filled up too. Okay, and over to there. I'm hoping I didn't make this a weird... Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want that button. So we have this going right here. It doesn't really show you where the planetary thing is, but this is the orbit I'm going to use. Which I would have thought they would have been firing off already. Kind of sad they aren't. I hope I don't have to redesign this because I really liked that. There, we go there. There we go, we're getting into the last line here. None of them have been able to fire off yet. Oh man, the anticipation is building. I just want to see these starting to get launched into space. Zero solar cells total. Okay, one of these has to start working here soon. I don't know what they're aiming at specifically. Okay, we've almost reached the end of the line, which means once they start firing, all of them will have the required materials to fire. Oh, my core is depleting slowly. And there we go, the last one has been filled. Now let's go stand by this guy and like slowly get charged. Well, that's just a ship going over there, I think. So, I mean, same pitch limit. Is that getting worse? Okay, so let's see if I can edit this map here. Can I edit it? I don't think it'll let me. It won't let me edit it once it's in there. Okay, so that's orbit 1 there, and that's my orbit I just put in there earlier. So I don't want to make a really small Dyson Sphere around this thing, I want to make a massive one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with these guys here and see what happens if I start just clicking one, see if they'll start firing. Pitch limit is slowly reducing. See, that pitch limit is insane right there. Like, that's way too high. So you got to do something about that. You know, I have an idea. Let's go back into this. Let's go ahead and add an orbit. And what we're going to do, orbit radius is going to be massive still. Inclination, we're going to keep it flat. And I guess that doesn't necessarily matter. I don't actually know what the longitude does, but it does something apparently. So we're going to go ahead and use that and see if that allows us to start shooting those off now. So let's see. We'll click 3. Pitch limit is dropping. Pitch limit's dropping. Oh yeah, there we go. So they'll be able to start firing here shortly. Can I copy and paste that? Yes, I can. Right. So we're going to go ahead and just go with that one. And what's really fun is making like cool designs out of the Dyson Sphere as well. We've actually filled everything up here, which is surprising. Alright, we're just going to go in a big circle because unfortunately I cannot do them all at once. Alright, come on, machine, let's go. I think I already did all those, didn't I? Let's see, you are on... Yep, so we need to go out to the next one here. So these should... Oh, there we go. That one's good. It's going to start firing. There we go. Our first solar cell launched in this game. That one's going now. Okay, excellent. So that is a better choice for that. Let's go ahead and get over here. All right. And that's good. Here. The easy way to tell if any of these are facing the wrong direction, or if any of them are using the wrong setting, let's see if they're facing the wrong direction. All of them are facing the same way now. So now you can see it's starting over there. We're starting to get some power in from that, which probably isn't a whole lot at the moment. Yeah, we're getting 140 kilowatts, that's it. We currently have 60 solar cells in the sky. There we go. But it is definitely starting. So it's going to have a massive ring going around this way. And that should allow us to continually fire these off as well. It's too bad we can't, like, put some kind of a satellite in orbit that'll launch these. That way it can always face the correct direction and angle itself correctly. Like, that would be cool. Maybe at some point they will make that in the system. Look at all those. We're filling up the night sky now. We have 155. Until we get like 10,000 of them out there, we're not going to notice a huge benefit to it. I mean, requested power 500 added 10.3 megawatts. See, that's not a whole lot, but we are starting to get some power out of there. That's cool. There we go. We have all that going, and that maxes out at 25, I think. Oh no, it maxes out at 10.4. That's what those max out at. So it looks like that sphere can do a max of 115 megawatts. And that's all it's providing right now total. I don't know. I'm not too sure what those readings mean exactly. But there we go. The night sky is going to be lit up with a whole bunch of solar cells. So now that that's being processed, we need to get working on these guys, which needs a whole bunch of these, which needs the solar cells, which needs the neutron fuel rod, which... Okay, so we got to get those automated now. We need the super magnetic coils to get automated. Yep. We're obviously very low on power. Oh yeah, we're sitting at 50% power now. I'm going to go ahead and use the fuel rods I have crafted. That way I don't have to charge myself with our limited power supply currently. So we're going to avoid that so we don't break our system. And I put those here. Let's grab those. We can get that power up and running now. And what is this? Oh, that's deuterium. I should have tossed that into these, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do now is feed the deuterium directly into there so we can go ahead and drain that tank down. And there we go. So that'll feed all that into there. We can empty that. It should just have water in there. Water we're not even worried about. Water, the resource of water in the game never diminishes. So I can do that. All the water vanishes. It does not vanish. It just goes into chunks that we cannot use. Okay, so we got to figure out which one of our machines is using water and toss all that in there. Alright, it's over here. Right here somewhere. There we go. So I think these are using water. Yep. Let's just fill all these up as much as I can. I can also do this. That. I don't think that'll let me put... Oh, it does let me put it directly in. I remember now. Yep, I can do that directly in. And now, just have it exit on out like that. We'll do that with the rest of it, too. Make it a little easier on ourselves. Because we have 26 littered, but I don't know how much that actually equates to. And it should be right here. Alright, so we still have 9 littered. Actually, I wonder if it's faster to go this way. Let's try that. If we get into orbit, it does. I grab all that. Toss that right on in there. And right back over here. Yep. And that, of course, has oil in there, and you have refined oil. And I'm not using either of those products right now, so they're just going to have to kind of sit there. Yep. Alright. So the next thing I have to automate is all the super magnetic coils. Let's see, how are we doing with those? Actually doing pretty good on those so far. They're filling up the other tower over there, so we'll probably have quite a few. We are making... Oh geez, even with low power, making almost 500 of those a minute, which is pretty awesome. So we have 750, 760 going up solar cells in that orbit right now. So we have almost 1,000 solar cells. Right. So let's move on up over here. We'll get another tower line with this, because we are going to craft all of these. And since we need 3 items and 1 outlet, I'm going to go ahead and use one of our big interstellar logistics stations. And we're going to put this guy like right in line with that. Right here. Okay, that should be fine. And to make these, we need electromagnetic turbines, we need magnets, and we need energetic graphite. We should have all those in abundance at the moment. So, local demand. Local demand. We're just going to do demand from local and remote. And now we need these as well. Local supply, remote supply. Minimum load is maxed out. We're going to go ahead and then load that up. We're going to make more of those now too. Those guys in there. All right. And then that's going to create all of these guys for us. Local supply, remote supply. It's going to go wherever it needs to go. And what I should also do is get some of these in here. Let's see, local demand, remote supply. And we're just going to set that nice and low so that it'll fill this up. This will also supply it anywhere it needs to go, but it'll also give us the ability to warp if we need to go to other planets, get the materials we need. So, out of there. Grab that right there. Grab that right there. Alright. These guys down this way. That down this way. And that down this way. Just like that. Okay. This is going to be simple because it's just in. You get the super magnetic coils, right? That's what they're called. Yep, super magnetic rings, not coils. Oops. Right, and we're going to go ahead and copy this on down the line. Oh, that's doing some weird crossover there. That's going to break something. I'm going to do that for now. And actually, we can go ahead and swap this like that and it'll work just fine. Because it's just in on everything. See, and that's where it's starting to break, where things aren't working too well. So that crossover there either adds or takes away space. So... well, that's what happens when you kind of put them funky in there, I guess. What I could do, take that one out, that one out, that one out. We're going to create an extra space there, which will then do that.
The amount of your solar sails has reached a certain scale, and they have formed a Dyson swarm around the star. You should be able to clearly see it right now. To receive such energy, you have built a ray receiver to absorb the transmission, where Dyson Swarm can generate power simultaneously. Every solar sail launched for a certain life cycle. If you want to maintain the Dyson Swarm, you have to continue on injecting the solar sails.
Yeah, so we had to do a weird gap there, but like you said, we got solar cells in the atmosphere now. Let's do this. Let's do this and see how many we have up there. We have a little over 1,000, so it's almost a quarter. Well, that's almost half filled. But those are going to start dying there. You see, there's only a few scattered there, whole bunch there, nothing there. They must not have fired it all there, and now they're in range again. So we're over there apparently. And how's our power doing? We are still not generating nearly enough power. Hopefully that will change here shortly. Back going that way. And I should have waited on that. So let's do that, like that. There. Okay. That. That. Okay, there we go. The power right there going. Skip 2. Skip 2. Alright, so we are going to be very, very, very low on power. Dangerously low now. I think if it drops below 1/4%, like, or 25%, that's when everything just stops working altogether. So we're getting dangerously close to that. You see everything is getting very unhappy now. We gotta hurry and start getting that Dyson Sphere built up. So, if you want to build rockets, we got plenty of blue chips. We're gonna need the deuterium fuel rod, which needs the supermagnetic rings, deuterium, and the titanium alloy, which shouldn't be too difficult to get going. We're gonna need another one of those guys for it, and we're definitely gonna need some more ships. So let's get those going at the moment. We have plenty of iron built up over here. That. Then we need copper for that, along with more of the steel beams. Okay. Go grab ourselves some copper. So 2 in there, okay. Now we'll go ahead and just empty our inventory by crafting. Lots and lots of crafting. What am I short on now? I am short on the steel beams. Okay. Have some more of those. Alright, so we have a bunch of those crafting up right now, so I'm going to leave that to do its thing. We do use 50 per each tower. It's overkill for some of these, but I'd rather have too many than not enough. And they don't take up power when they're just chilling there, so I'm not too worried about it. So, let's go ahead and get another one of these guys. How close can we get to him? Stick on that line. Right there. So let's get that, like that. So if we are crafting deuterium fuel rods, we need titanium alloy, deuterium, and supermagnetic rings. Let's fill that up, that up. Mineral load needs to be maxed out. And okay, we're just about to craft more of those. And demand, oops, demand, and then we needed those guys. Demand, demand, and we needed, what else did we need? Oh, deuterium, we need deuterium, okay. Demand, demand, okay, there we go. Fill that up again. And since this one is getting the warpers, when eventually they start getting made again, I'm going to go ahead and transfer those over to here as well. Just to make sure it fills that up. Do I have warpers on me? I do. So let's go and put the warpers in there. Just to make sure both have everything they need to get materials as they need it. And that's definitely going to have to go from there. So let's go ahead and put one down here, put one down over here, and then just kill that one there. Okay. Yep. And there we go. Gonna send these out going this way. And those fuel rods I can use as well, and I think the fuel rods are used for a few other crafting materials, so we're gonna try to get a bunch of those going. How many? I have 29 left. We're gonna need more assembly machines. We make 11 currently, and that means we're short on the plates. So that's gonna be done anytime soon because we have all those crafting. I do like that it shows the timer up here. That means we have about, what, 9 minutes? 10 minutes? No, we have like 15 minutes till that's done. Alright. Put you right there. I think these make the deuterium fuel rods. They do, okay. So it's going to be, oops, in. Oh. And let's do this the easy way here by setting this up first. Going in that way. Do the same on this side here. Make that. That going in like that. Well. Now let's go and copy that on over. Line that side up there. Swap it over here. Do the same here. And there we go. Make a bunch of those guys. It's going to get the power going here. Skip 2, 1, skip 2, 1, skip 2, 1. Add a little off, but that's fine. Right, skip 2, 1, skip 2, 1, skip 2, 1. There we go. So now we will be getting the deuterium fuel rod. Oops. If I actually put them in here like that. There we go. And that's barely going to be making like anything because of power. Oh, let's get away from that so we're not sapping that. So we did go, oh, we are getting a lot more power now with all of those up in the air. So let me see if we're maxing out anything yet. And if we are, I can put down more of these, start getting more power in. So you're currently pulling 6.58, 6.6. Okay, I think those can max out at 25 megawatts. So until that maxes out, we're just going to leave it where it is and just kind of work with it. In order to continuously receive, what we need is to put the green eye-looking things. What are they called? What are they called? Ah, here we go. We need to put the graviton lens in them. I don't think I have that researched yet, so it wouldn't help me. But if you put that in there, it dramatically boosts how much power it can generate and how long it will generate it for. So if you're out of direct sunlight, it'll like refract it through the atmosphere somehow and still pull in power. So it's very useful once you get that up and going. As you can see, we get power in more and more. We went from like, what, about 40%, we're up to almost 60% again, which is excellent. Alright, back to this. We're making these guys. We got the deuterium fuel rod. We have the blue chips, which are the quantum chips. Now we need the Dyson Sphere components. And we have everything we need to make these being crafted already. So now it's just a matter of putting down another one of these. Make sure we have the space for it. Make it a little close there because that's still there. So let's go ahead and move on up over here. We still have plenty of build space. And we're going to go ahead and put this guy like right here. Right, so I think we needed... We need computer chips, we need cells, and we need the frames. Okay. Where are the chips? Chips. Frames. And we needed... This shows how bad my memory is. We need cells. We need solar cells. Okay. That's going to kick those guys out there. And that's going to supply demand, 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 supply, supply. Okay. And you can see we have tons of these chips in storage, so that's just going to load right up. Minimum load, let's max that out. We have just enough drones to fill it up. And that, there we go. Look how lively it is. It's going to do a little zoom out there. And that's so cool. And that's still firing off. So you can kind of see that whole side right there is currently firing off all these solar cells. Alright. Now then, let's go ahead and get these up and going here. That's in the way. Let's go ahead and remove that for now. We're not using oil for anything at the moment. I don't know if we'll need it again at some point. I'm sure we will for something. Just not sure what. You can just tab through to select what you want unless you pass it, and then... Oops. Oops. 2 in there. There. And then I actually have some of those, so we'll just put that into our power system. Alright. Expand that out this way. Expand that out this way. Expand that out this way. Oh, we're going to need a lot more assembly machines now. A lot more. Let's go and stop crafting some of these for now. And let's work on getting these guys crafted up. Craft more of those. Where are we at? Let's go and finish that. Let's go grab ourselves some more. Where are we at? Here we go. So you see we have a huge surplus of this right now. And that is because we're using fire ice. And the fire ice breaks down into the hydrogen and the graphene. So that's the only thing that it's used for, so we just have that being produced in surplus now. We're not going to run out. We have all of this we will probably ever need. Craft those up. Back to here, we only craft 2 of those because we only have enough for the chips. Okay. Back on over here. We're going to grab some chips out of here for ourselves. Not a whole lot. Ooh, that's a lot. Alright, so we're going to need plates as well at some point. That's why we got those being crafted. Now, put you right there. And again, this is in. On the back side, we'll have the out. Like that. Right. We'll do the same thing on this side right here. That's going to go right on over here like that. Go on down the line. And go on down the line. There we go. Oh, but I did not actually tell it what to craft, which is not good. So, let's do that. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Alright, so now we need to get some power up over here. Right. There. 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 And we're going to drop one of these guys. I'm going to put it over here. That's a good place to kind of put it out of the way. It's not going to... You can't do anything about that anyway right now. So there we go. Now we have these guys being crafted up slowly but surely. And our power is still going up. We're able to produce at 290. Before we got the solar cells launched, I think we were producing about 180, I think. So you can see we're already getting a nice benefit from those solar cells being up in the air. And now, you can start getting these guys crafted, and that's everything we need there. And there's only one purpose for that, which is going to be for these guys. However, eventually we will be sending them off to other planets too. So we're going to use the full one of these guys. So actually this will work. We're going to put one of these guys right here. It's going to send them out. It's going to go back around. Anything extra will go right back in. Which, actually, no. Gotta do that. I decide how I want to do this. So we have them going in here, going through those machines and back out. I think I'm going to leave more space over here and just build this up over here for now. And then we will need to put this guy right here, because that's going to supply everything. You are going to need these guys. You're going to be demanding them. And a load of drones maxed out. I'm not going to put drones in here at the moment because we are short on drones still. Until they get all nice and crafted up. But once that goes through, it's going to start powering up all those. That start going now too. Oh, look at that. We're making over 300 megawatts of power now. That's excellent. Let me make sure we're not capping these out at the moment. 10 megawatts. Okay, so it's capping out at 10 megawatts. That one's capping out at 10.1 megawatts. So they can go over 10. So we're not going to put any more down yet because they share power from all the solar cells in the atmosphere, or not the atmosphere, around the sun. So we're going to leave those alone for now. Let's come up over here. Let's go ahead and place this right here. Okay, so that's going to be spitting out these guys. We're going to need these. We're going to need these, and we're going to need these. Okay, so local demand. We're going to demand all this stuff. And that's going to be our supply point for these. And again, we're going to need some more of the warpers once we start creating them. We're going to drop that down to like 200. That'll be just enough to keep those coming in. Minimum load of drones maxed out. Let's toss all those drones in there, all those in there. Now, that, and that. Okay, perfect. Now let's go ahead and get these getting crafted up. And why did my song stop playing? Oh, because it looks like it hit the max. Okay, let's go and start over there. So apparently we've been going for a little while. Let me actually check what our time is here. We've been going for an hour and a half already. That's crazy. I didn't realize we've been going for so long. Which is totally fine. Have fun. Okay, now we need to make sure what we need to use to craft these. I'm pretty sure it's just regular assembler. Okay. And do I have any more? Yep, I have more of those ships being created. Toss those in there. Gives us the max of 50. Now, let's go and put that right there. And go back in here like that. Now, everything we're doing right now is overkill, so we definitely don't have enough materials being produced to fill everything. The only reason why I'm doing so much is so that once the other materials aren't being used as much, it'll start creating backup, which will then flood all this with all the materials it needs to continue crafting. So it's just a long term, here's all the stuff I can do eventually. I'll set it out right there. Spin that around like that. Oops. I did that wrong. Let's try that. Use, spin you around. And there we go. That going right like that. Make sure they're producing those. Producing those. Okay, perfect. There we go. And now the Dyson Sphere is going to start coming into reality. Oh, what is wrong here? Okay, so it looks like we lose a spot on here. Well, that's a bummer. Yeah, put that right there. So they have different amount of tiles per, which is thrown off that. That's fine. We can still put those in here like that. Okay. That's still fine. That's not ideal, but it's fine. We're going to be creating tons of these as we get going now. We're just going to go ahead and put one of these in each one of those. Make sure everything's getting power. Like that. Make sure that's getting power. And now, there we go. Boom. And now our Dyson Sphere start being crafted. But we have to go into here, layer 1. Oh. Add new layer. We want to make this thing massive, is what we want to do. Create. Okay. And I haven't actually placed anything on there yet, so we're still good with that. I am going to go ahead and make sure these are launching into that open editor. Okay, let's go into 2. Make a build plan. So we got to make a build plan. That's what we need to do now. So let's see. We're going to start one off. Where is 0? 0 right there. Let's start there. And we're going to go like every 20-ish degrees. Like that. Till we hit max. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Can I reset that? Can I delete? Yeah, it's kind of hard to see that because all those are in the way. Oh, it's red because I can't do that because those are in the way anyway. Just going to get rid of all these for now. So red means it is not viable. So let's delete that, add new layer. See, that's blue. That means it's good. That's good. Inclination is good. That's good. Everything looks blue there. It should be fine. Create. Let's see, now it's red because it's interfering with that. I don't know. I don't know if it actually interfered with that or not. Well, there's only one way to tell. Yeah, let's just go and do a grid here. Nope. Latitude too high, upgrade system. Oh, I can literally only build in this for now. That's what it is. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, so we have to expand that out. That's what we're going to need to do. But for now, we can go ahead and get the base materials set up. So part of the research path expands this little blue line here. So it'll cover the whole thing. Okay. So that should enable us to get the building blocks down. And once we get the research expanded. There we go. Okay, so we have gone all the way around the sphere now. Right, we should be able to exit out now. We should be able to exit out now. There we go. So you're not getting any yet. Why aren't you getting any yet? Oh, because I didn't set up the thing. There we go. So now those will start blasting off. Oh, we are using up a lot of power now. A lot of power. We are coming up close to a gigawatt of power usage. So these are going to be very important to get launching soon. And you can see that they are actually launching. So we zoom on out. You can see those are going to start going over to the main sphere. There we go. So you can see them all coming out over here. They're going to do a ring around the full thing. We're going to start pulling in all of the solar cells. You can see those setting themselves up right here. Kind of hard to tell. Where's it at? There it is, right there. So it's starting to set itself up now. So what we need to look at doing now is getting the research going. And to do that, I don't know which one we need. We do need that one. Okay, that's what we got to do to start expanding out. So now we got to work on getting all of those created. The blues, the reds, the yellows, the purples, and the green matrix sphere things. Matrix spheres? Not spheres. Alright, so all that's being created. We are low on power. So you can see that going down slowly since like the sun is starting to get out of the direct line of sight of that, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on getting all my research stuff started. That's going to need all the spheres, or all the... Okay, so this is what we need to get the Dyson Sphere going. So now literally we just have to work on all the matrix systems. Which means... let's go ahead and put one over here. To make the blue one, we just need a simple items. That's going to be very basic. So let's go ahead and set this guy up right here. So we need magnetic rings and the chips of the circuit boards. Okay. And that is going to supply, that's going to demand, that's going to demand, and you're about to see a whole lot of stuff coming in. Alright. Well, first of all, I'm going to come over here to my inventory and grab as much of that stuff out as I can. And he's got to start doing something with all this. You'll see that there are plenty of rings over here. We're going to go ahead and just shove all those in there. Like that. Yeah. Oh, geez, we filled that up instantly. Okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is... I have to set something up that's going to be crafting those. We're going to need lots of them coming in anyway. So... who do I have that's making those at the moment? I don't know. Yeah, so that's making the chips. We go ahead and take that down. Another one of these right here. We're going to need that. We're going to need that. And we're going to be shipping out that. Which means we're going to need a lot more of the drones. So let's go ahead and get working on crafting those up. We have 58 of those. Right now we're good with that. All right. We got chips on us. We're going to need copper. We're going to need beams. Let's grab as much of that as we can real quick. How's our power? Jeez, our power's still hurting. Alright. Let's try not to go into our booster there. Oh, jeez, look at that. We are actually using up a lot of those. We may need to make more, maybe? Might actually have to extend that out, because that is an issue if we're not making enough of those. So let's go ahead and spin that way. You can come back that way. Now these guys here. Like that. Move these guys here. And put them out like that. There we go. Power lines going for them. Oh, I'm actually too close. Okay. So let's fix that real quick. Should be in all those. We'll just do every other one then. That should go ahead and reach everything that way. There we go. And that just put more strain under power. We're only generating 290 now, which I assume is because we don't have anything in direct sunlight? Or they're changing over? They're probably have to put down more of those along the way somewhere. Alright, those being crafted up. And my music stopped again. Nope. I'll grab some of these guys here, so I have so many of them. And we'll start crafting these en masse. We're gonna have copper. Okay. You'll grab some more copper. Oh boy. There we go. Crafted some more of these guys. Now we're short on those. It's amazing how fast those are going now. I had a huge stockpile though. I mean, absolutely huge stockpile. And now I do not. Because it looks like the titanium alloy is making, they're being used a whole bunch. Grab some of those out of there real quick. Like that. There we go. And now we can craft a whole bunch more of those. Alright. So we have, what, probably like 150 coming up now. Still not going to be enough, because we have to populate all of those still. So let's get some more of this crafted. There we go. So we got at least 200 coming to us now. So that'll be a good start. Well, good continuation. As you can see, I have just the raw materials for the iron going into the machine over here, which then gets sent over here, and it's either making the iron ingots or it's making the magnets. Ooh, the magnets are being used up a ton. Oh, jeez. I may need to make more magnets then. Alright, yep, we're going to make more of those. I didn't realize to be going through that quite so fast. Do that. And then that. Okay, we gotta drop that guy out of there. There's extra anyway, so that's good. Let's take that. I think you should be able to remove that now. Then remove that one. There we go. So we'll have plenty of rings being crafted up now. Alright, there we go. And that puts even more drain on the system. Okay. And it looks like it's still fully populating all of that right now. I don't know how long that will continue for. Demand, and supply. Minimum load of drones. Okay. Good thing I have a lot of drones being crafted up because I just used my last ones. Okay. We're gonna have that out. That out. And that'll be in. That's probably gonna have to move because I already know I'm gonna need tons of these things. Come over here. Out over here. Over here. Okay, I'm gonna, after this finished crafting up here, I'm gonna go grab all the magnets I have stored up in the machine over there, or my storage stuff over there, and fill that up with them. There we go. Okay, got those. Let's grab those. Perfect. Oh, jeez. And a load of drones. Okay, good. Those in there. Those in there. Okay. So grab the rest of them out of there. And make sure I don't have any more hiding anywhere that I can use. Yeah, it looks like we're good. I do need to get all these into something somewhere. Back on over here. Oh, I went past. Alright. All those in there now. Which, actually it's full already. That's cool. Right, let's get the power over here now. Right. Now, what am I doing? Oh, that's right, crafting. Okay, right there. Gonna set you up to craft those. And that's going to be out, in. And on down that way for now. Swap that around like that. Going on down this way like that. Move that and that. So I should have everything I need here pretty soon. That poor power system, though. Like, everything is low power. Horribly low power. When everything is running, that's probably going to take a gigawatt of power. Like, no joke. Let's see how the Dyson Sphere is looking right now. Oh, geez, there's so many out here. That's amazing. So you can see they're still filling up over here. And what they do, actually what I need to set them to do, is connect into there. Okay, where are we at? Where are... So that way they go ahead and make the line going across that way. That. And that's how they start pulling in all the solar cells. Alright, there we go. So that'll go ahead and start pulling the solar cells once it gets enough of those together. And, okay, we have those being crafted up now. The other thing I'm going to do is set one of these up here. Go ahead and also fill that in. That. And fill it with those. That way it has a direct line in. It's going to go ahead and fill all those in there directly. I don't have to worry about them anymore. They're out of my primary storage area. So again, we need motherboards and those guys over here. Right there. Craft all those up. And we're going to actually need to go grab all of our matrix facilities. Out of here. There we go. Yeah, power's sitting like 308 again. Right, and we're gonna close out, pull those out, and then that's gonna be the intake there. I can see how high these will actually stack now. So they stack pretty flippin' high, which is pretty awesome. And then go out this way a little bit more here, a little out here. Okay, so we're going to go out, in. Now, one of these guys here. Make sure it's split just correctly. I'm going to go out, in. And then just stack those right on top. Right. This, I need that to go out 2 more blocks each. Just have that go out to like right here, right here. That. I'll grab that one and go right there, like that. And honestly, since the blue ones craft up the fastest, that's... So, the red will need double this. then the yellow will need triple this, the purple will need quadruple this, green will need 5 times this amount. So I'm not too worried about getting more of those set up right now. I'm already going to be pushing that way to the max. I don't even know if we'll be able to fully populate these, just because it's going to need so many items so fast. Right? Produce. Produce. Okay, there's no power yet. That's good. I'm going to toss all my blue ones into there. Empty out all my storage space over here. And yeah, I have a bunch of blue. So what I'm going to do real quick is literally drop everything in here and in here. And I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab those. And I'm going to grab... Where are they at? Where are my sorters? There we go. There's sorters. That. Let's grab all these out of there, grab all those out of there, and grab what I can out of there. Essentially, I have plenty of the blue matrices. And that's going to fill that up like instantly. So, now these guys here. This 1, 2, 3. Fill that up. Fill that up. Have the line going directly in that way. And then just fill that. So it kicks out as much as it can, as fast as it can. What am I stuck on? Oh, yeah. Back on over here. Have all those, then I can take those down there. Oh, I just saw what it did. I don't want to use my inventory for that because it's going to drain my system. Those in there. Let's unclick that, which then gives me all those back. And those. Okay. Those in there. Make sure I have minimum load set to max. Okay. Alright, so that's the blue one set up. I'm going to do red right next to that. Which means I have to go get my stuff back from over here. And how's power doing? Power is still... yeah. Grab all those. Grab all those. And we are definitely running out of those, and we're going to need more of those. Now, I could just kind of give myself a boost, set down a whole bunch of the solar panels, but it's kind of a waste to do that right now. So right now we're requiring less than 500 megawatts, probably because we're finally starting to back up on all the items. So our satisfaction is getting higher and higher again. Okay, so that's still feeding those, that's fine. Right over here. And let's get another one of these set up right here. And in order to craft the red ones, we need all the fun stuff. All right, let's grab that and grab that. We're going to demand that. I'm going to go ahead and go grab my stuff first to try to fill it up. Actually, let's build everything. I go out to, say, here. You have to set that for those. I may have built a little too close to that one. And go right back on in there. Nope, okay, I'm not too close. Perfect. Right there. Right. And we're going to go out, in. And we're going to go ahead and kick this out a little bit further here, because we will need more of them. One right there, and another one right there. This guy, put him right there. And that's going to be out, in. Set up 1 and 2. I'm gonna need more than that, so let's go and grab another one of those. Set you right there. Set you right there. So I'm gonna have to craft up a bunch of these labs. I love that you can stack these, though. It really does help. Oh, and I'm actually out of them. Okay, so we need to figure out what we need to make more of the Matrix labs, which is pretty straightforward. Let's grab one of those. We can go ahead and use up some of these out of here. Actually, we got that container over here somewhere. Ooh. That was a bit of lag as it saved. Let's grab those out of there for now. We need circuit boards. We have some of those on us. We need glass, and we need iron ingots. Let me see if we have any glass in our storage over here. And my energy is depleting. Those in there. Oh, there we go. We got a bunch more of our drones too. Perfect. Okay, so we're looking for glass and ingots. Those. I don't think I have any glass left. I think I already put it into the other machines. Let's see, in order to get the glass... Rocks. Okay. Me as well. Alright. So I'm pretty sure I have those being crafted up over here. One of these. There we go. So we'll have them in this machine here. We just need regular glass. Let's go and just grab like 400 of them. And then we're going to craft up a whole bunch of these guys. 107. There we go. We're going to need a lot more than that, but that's something to start us off with. Glass. Go. And we got to stop crafting these real quick. Just so we can get those crafted on up. Oh, and I ran out of boards. That's fine. I'll use up what I have in my inventory to craft more of those. Let's go back over here and then craft up all these guys. That. Okay. Perfect. Got those getting crafted up for us now. There we go. You can see we're still crafting these slowly but surely. Almost there. One more. There we go. Okay. I'll make sure those are all crafted to do that. Then we're going to copy, paste, paste, paste. Might be easier if I do it this way, and paste, 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 paste. There we go. Perfect. So let's grab all the materials we're going to need for that and start bringing them on over. Looks so cool. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop those, everything I have in here, back in there. We're going to take our storage along with one of those and some of those. Stick that back in there. That in there. Here. Go. And we're going to split that just so it doesn't start popping out. Yep. Oops. Slightly off course. I do hope they make the, I don't know, machine a little bit easier to control while it's in the air. It's a little funky sometimes. That like right there. Grab all of those, shove them in there, shove those in there. Right. That, like that, just make sure it goes to that first. Go. Let's go grab the rest now. First to the side, and I don't really know why. Alright. Those. Got those. Take all that down now. We're going to go ahead and grab a bunch of those. There we go. Oops, put that in there. And we're going to go ahead and set up these machines on the side, these storages on the side. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2, let's... Okay, that should work fine. Have that running in like that. Have that one running in like... Fine, like that, that's fine. Okay. And that's where we're going to put all of the graphite and all of the hydrogen it's going to need. So we can go through whatever supplies we do have and empty it out. Which I don't think we have any hydrogen at the moment. So let's go see what kind of graphite we have, which is right there. Graphite in there. And I think, whoa, that is a way big overshot. Okay, what do we have here? Well, with that, okay, so let's go ahead and empty out this now. Okay, so it's just gonna be the graphite we gotta pull out of there. And one piece of coal. Okay. So we can go ahead, tear that down, tear that one down, put that in there, and then put those in there. Okay. Oh, we gotta go grab all of our power stuff now. There we go. We made 600 of our power poles. We still have a lot of them left. So we're not using too many here at least. Oh. That right there. That right there. Right there. Put you right there. Put you right there. Does that power everything up? It does. Okay, perfect. Looks all nice and powered up. Let's go and get rid of the extra stuff here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Go. And toss that in there. we're going to go ahead and fill that up. I don't know why that's taking so long to fill up. That out of there. That back in there. Out of there. That back in there. There we go. Whoops, that is not at all what I wanted to do. Okay, make sure that's all good. Okay, good. Good. That. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add some of that there. No load of drones, max that out. Toss some drones in there. You can see how fast that really like drains that on down. As it's trying to like get everything. And why is that not pulling more of that in? Okay, that's odd. Fill that up, please. Do I have that set to exit out? I do. I think that's what it was. It was going the wrong direction. There. No, it's still stopping. I'm very confused. I don't know if that's because it's doing 1 for 1 or... No, because that's not draining down. Okay, I am legitimately confused. Maybe because it's supply, not demand. Let's hit demand. That's still not doing anything. I am confused. Something's borked there, and I don't know what. And then the storage. That should transfer all those over. Why is that not transferring over? Oh, because it's exiting out of there. It's going into there. I am actually a little confused. Max, it's all the way up. I'm not sure why it's not allowing it to go in. That's something I will work on later. It's confusing me for now. And we're going to go ahead and hit demand. So I'm going to go in there. We're going to produce those. Okay. We're not going to worry about that for now. Oh, but this needs to get powered up over here. And if I place one right... See? Okay, so I made those a little too close together, apparently. Put you right there. Put you right there. Boom. We good. Everything powered up. Okay. So there's blue, there's red. Now we need the yellows, and purples. But I think for now that it's going to go ahead and end things. We've been going for almost 2.5 hours, so I think it's a good time to end it and everything. Thanks for everyone who came and hung out. Thanks for chilling with me, and I hope you all are enjoying this. I'm going to do some more setup here. I'm going to get the rest of the matrix cubes probably set up, ready to go at some point. And then we're going to see how the Dyson Sphere is looking after that. So we got to start researching and get everything else going. As you see, we have a nice swarm going. And they haven't started to be pulled into the machines yet. But things are starting. It'll be getting there. It's going to be fun. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll get some more of this going at some time here soon. Till then, this is GamerTrem signing out.